channel. As promised, I am trying my best to drop as many videos consistently while I am on a winter break, because I know once I start back in spring, it's going to be difficult to keep up. So today I want to talk about tips on how to survive your first semester in nursing school. I just finished my first semester with all A's, and it was not easy, but it's definitely doable. So I made a list of a couple of things that I want to go over that seemed important to me when I first entered nursing school. Now, the first thing I want to go over is the shock. You know, you hear about this, people tell you it's nothing like anatomy and physio, and they are right. It is like a whole different world, but I feel like people don't go into depth as to how. And the reason it's so different is because they operate differently. You know, everything is quick, it's fast, it's very fast paced. You have professors that don't care, which is very sad. And this is not all schools, obviously, but a lot of them. You know, you have a lot of shady things going on in the background, and I think that's the start of the whole nurses eat their young type thing. I believe that starts in nursing school. Sadly, it does. So that shock, that is the number one thing where it's like, you see that, things don't work the same here as they did in your other classes you're taking at your college. And you have to get used to that. You have to adjust on top of adjusting to all of these assignments that you have due at one time. Literally, when you go in, you're going to be like, how am I going to do this? Like, it's going to seem unrealistic, but you can find your own way of managing and handling all of those assignments and getting through it. Now, secondly, I would like to talk about prioritizing your time. When it comes to prioritizing your time, you really have to. But it's definitely doable. I am a single mother to a third grader, and he's homeschooled. So it was tough, but I did it. So I'm sure, like, if I can do it, so can other mothers, as well as other students that don't have any kids. That's like a plus. So it was difficult. I could not spend time with him the way that I used to. I'm not big on, I know a lot of people, like, they like to plan out their day, and if that's your thing, good, if it works for you. But that didn't really work for me. It never really have, but I still manage. I would have like a priority, like, okay, I have to get this assignment done, that assignment done. I just did what came, and if I had extra time left over, or when I had extra time left over, that's when I would give it to, other things. And you are going to get breaks. It's not going to be all gas. It's going to be mostly gas, but you are going to get some break in there, and when you do take advantage of that time, it's gonna come. If you plan your time, you'll see where you're gonna have the break. But if you don't, then you'll just realize, like, oh, I have a couple of days, this paper and that case study, and this test is until such and such. I have some leisure time. So you can definitely, manage your time well and get through it. So I apologize for that. My power went out. It's raining like crazy out here. It's probably going to start lightning soon. But anyways, the last thing on my list was getting along with your classmates and your cohort. Now, I always, heard that that's important. You need a group, a study group, like, that's like your family right there. But it was different when I started, because we were the first semester that was back in person after COVID. So that made a big difference. A lot of people, they have social anxiety now. It's just not the same. So when I started, like, no one talked to each other, like, unless they, knew each other from prereqs or whatever, and even then, like, everyone was like just staying in their corner to themselves. And eventually, you know, we started to get to know each other, but at least not yet. I don't feel like any strong bonds have been formed, which I was kind of disappointed because I was looking forward to that. But you know, it's something, like I said, I'm going into my second semester, so who knows, that may happen over time. But don't get too stressed out about that. That is something that I was stressing about, because I'm like, you know, I need a study group, like, you know, support system. I was hoping that I would find that within there, because no one's going to understand you better than another nursing student, you know. So, you know, things are different now when it comes to COVID. And also, if you happen to have conflict of some sort with one of your classmates, or, you know, someone who had conflict with someone else that you're cool with, just try to stay out of any drama. Please try to stay out of all drama. I feel like it can be kind of like high school sometimes, you know, but you have to think about it. You're going to be with these people for the next 3 years or 2 years, or depending on, you know, if you're getting your ADN or your BSN. So you want to stay away from drama. Just try to avoid it. You know what I mean? Just try to be cordial with as many people as possible. And I mean, things happen. So if there ever is a conflict with you and another student, you know, try to resolve it, because you're investing your time, your money into this, and you don't want to be uncomfortable around anyone. So yeah, definitely take that into consideration, and don't feel too bad if, you know, your cohort is not what you thought it was going to be. So that's all that I have for today. Please subscribe and also hit that bell for notifications. Like I said, I'm going to be putting out as many videos as I can until I go back to school in February. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Bye.